Hello, Leo. Elsie here to do a reading for you. It is for the week ahead, Leo. How are you? Thank you so much for clicking here, my fire family. I am here with a couple of decks here. We've got the Kipper and we've got the Soul's Journey Oracle. We're going to look at both of those today, and then we're going to throw some tarot on it for some detail. I always use the oracles or other decks to get the overall energy for the week ahead. I always read for the week ahead. If you've never been here, Leo, before, I always read for the week ahead, whether you get this today, tomorrow, or next year. And please, if you're wanting to stay here and join this beautiful Leo tribe, take a look down the bottom right-hand corner. There is a link, subscription button in this little box where I live here. Tell me about Leo. What do we need to know about Leo, please? We've got acceptance, perseverance, and abundance. Oh, somebody has persevered all the way to their abundance. Acceptance is I'm learning to accept the things that I cannot change. Well, Leo, that's amazing. Like, that is a huge awakening for you. I think your third eye's open here, and I think you're getting downloads here. We've got pink on this card, crown chakra. We've got yellow. We've got green. Green is the heart chakra. Well, it's a very pale yellow, I guess. But it feels like that you are accepting what you cannot change, which means no more banging your head on the wall, right? Asking the wall to move or yelling at the wall, move. You're going to go around, I think. We've got perseverance. I know that I can do what I set my mind to. Like, if that's not a Leo statement, I don't know what that is. And then we have abundance. I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in the physical reality. So it feels like you've come to a realization. And the realization is that there's going to be things that I cannot change. But I can always put my mind to whatever it is that I want. And I think for you, it's abundance. So it could be material wealth, could be abundance of something else. Let's throw some kippers here and find out what we're talking about. Tell me about acceptance, please. We've got imprisonment. Oh, I like that. Because, Leo, I think that you realize that you had imprisoned yourself by not accepting the things that you couldn't change. It's like you were stuck there. Look, I get it. You're a fixed sign. I'm a Taurus sun. I'm a fixed sign. And I really get it. I understand that sometimes we can stand at the precipice of change for years and years, being sort of imprisoned by the mind, right? And it feels like you finally had an acceptance, or you realized that you were locked away, that you were stopping yourself from moving forward by not being able to accept the things that you could not change. Tell me about perseverance, please. Look, perseverance is a Leo thing. I'm just saying, like, it is like you will stand there at the door for like decades and bang on the door for someone to open it, rather than going outside and unlocking it from the front, right? All right. We've got adjudication here. So adjudication, perseverance, it says, I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Look, it could be anything with adjudication. It could be literally anything. Maybe you're finally getting the divorce. Maybe you're finally filing the divorce. It could be, maybe you're getting a patent. Maybe you're creating that thing that you've always wanted to create. Adjudication is merely just going through the court system, right? Doing something through the court system. It could definitely be that the adjudication is about something that you're letting go, but it could also be that maybe you're finally getting that patent done. Maybe you need a lawyer or a judge to figure that out for you. You could be fighting over something. I'm just saying, maybe you've been persevering in court for some reason. We'll get some details on it with tarot. We've got abundance. Tell me about abundance. With abundance, oh, we have a house. Nice. So somebody here might be, that could be what adjudication is for as well. But we have somebody here who is possibly going to either build or buy a house. Card number 20 tells me you're taking a different trajectory in your life here because of your abundance. It feels like you have really worked hard, toil and labor. This is the one who is doing like the worst job for the least money, right? I feel like for some of you, maybe you're thinking forward. Maybe I want to meet somebody. Maybe I do want to get married. Maybe you're getting ready to get married for some of you. Or maybe the marriage has ended. I'm just saying, for some of you, maybe the marriage has ended. But we do have toil and labor. So I think for sure that we know that you've been working really, really hard. I don't think I read guilt. It says, I release any beliefs that no longer assist my soul's growth, which is going to actually help you prepare propel yourself forward here. We've got empathy and we've got envy. Empathy is I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. I see this beautiful flexibility in you, Leo, in this reading that I really have never seen before in your readings. It's kind of good. I feel like things are starting to move in the right direction for you. We do have 8, 9, 10, 11, 9, 10, 11. We have 11, 11 here, by the way. And we have, nope, that's it. Yeah, we have 11, 11 here. Very cool. I got myself a new little deck. Well, I got it from a friend. Actually, he has an Etsy store. His name's Pete. He's called Paranormal Pete. He sells paranormal stuff, but also esoteric stuff, right? And so this is one of those little reflective ones. I always wanted them, but I never really bought them for myself. So he sent them to me, and it's really cool. And it was a gift. Very kind gift. All right. Let's find out what's going on. Oh, and if you're interested in a private read, by the way, please don't forget that private reads are open, and please look in the pinned comment for the new information. The new information is if you have a Wizio username and password, it will work on Hipsy. They are sister sites, and please look in the pinned comment to see what times I'll be available for phone and chat if you're interested in doing that. All right. Private reads by phone and chat. Tell me about Leo, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Leo. Tell me about Leo. We do have the moon energy. All right. The moon energy, acceptance. I'm learning to accept the things that I cannot change. Maybe you're just learning to keep things to yourself. Look, I feel like you are in this beautiful acceptance of your shadow work, of the depth of what you feel. Leo, I don't know if I've ever felt anybody feel so deep as you. I mean, maybe a water sign, but I have a son who is a Leo, and I'm telling you, it's intense and deep, these feelings. And so I feel like you are releasing yourself from these deep, intense feelings when you release yourself from this imprisonment. And I think it's all because of some sort of acceptance you've come about here. We've got perseverance. Look, we've got the Two of Cups. Perseverance says, I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. So for some of you, maybe adjudication is that maybe you were separated or divorced, but maybe you're looking forward to love again or reaching out to someone. On this card, there are two people who are sharing emotions, right? It's reciprocal emotions. So we'll go back and we'll talk about this we'll detail it with the tarot here. Tell me about abundance. Oh, I like that. Abundance is justice. So somebody here is finally getting their justice. You've changed your karma, friend. I don't know what you've done, but maybe you have lived out your karma, right? When justice shows up, it's like karmic rewards, because you've come to the place where maybe you had a lot of karma when you came here. Maybe you checked out last time with a lot of karma, and you came back here with the karma. And I feel like you have maybe had a really hard life up to here, but it feels like now your karmic debt is going to be paid. You're going to get your justice, and things start to roll in like really beautiful, like abundance and houses. And it feels like your work is getting better. So it feels like there's some sort of beautiful door that's opening here for you. And you're getting some things are being restored here, is what it feels like. All right, tell me about this moon energy here. Oh, maybe it's the acceptance of playing under the surface too, because the moon energy is a little bit dark, but also things are not as they seem. So I'm learning to accept the things that I cannot change. Oh, maybe you're starting to learn that things aren't really as they seem. So maybe you were taking everything at face value because you're very honest. And I feel like you're not taking things at face value anymore. But you're kind of running it through the moon energy. You're kind of just looking at it like, well, maybe it's not as it seems. We've got the Four of Cups. Yeah, I don't think you're going to be taken anymore. I'm just looking at the Four of Cups, and this person is like ignoring the cup, right? And so this person is sitting in front of a tree. Arms and legs are crossed. I'm not accepting it, but I'm going to stay grounded. So it almost feels like that you're not believing what you see anymore. You're not going to be sucked into it. We've got the Six of Cups. And we have the Two of Swords. Yeah, you're just not going to be sucked into it anymore. It feels like you're a person who, and I'm not saying this because I don't think people take advantage of you easily. Like, I think that you see them coming for the most part, because you're quite psychic and intuitive. But I feel like that you are a person who probably has been through a lot. And I feel like now it's like you flip the script. Now you're in a position where instead of walking into the room and thinking, oh gosh, are these people even going to like me? You're now flip the script while you're walking into the room and saying, do I even like these people? Like, do I even want to be here? The Four of Cups is giving me that energy of maybe I'll just reject you. Like, things aren't as they seem. If you're a little bit shady and you're under the surface, maybe I'm just going to reject it. The Six of Cups is here because I feel like for some of you, you are looking for people you can trust, like soulmates. It's like you've got to have this emotional or energetic connection with somebody, like you've known them forever, in order to really be able to trust them. Otherwise, they're out. The Two of Swords is here, and you're like, no, brah, I don't think so. You're not getting past the gates. So I feel like that maybe you had hidden yourself away in this imprisonment energy until you had come to the acceptance that I can have boundaries. I can have boundaries. I don't have to accept every friendship. I don't have to accept every relationship. I can keep myself in the moon energy until I figured that I'm comfortable enough to show up here. It feels like you're keeping the Two of Swords up, and you're going to start sorting through the people, situations that come at you. You're going to start sorting through them and making decisions. This is the indoor, this is the outdoor. It feels like you're going to be making decisions here. So you don't have to be imprisoned. You don't have to hide yourself away or, not ever go out and be social. Yeah. Tell me about the Two of Cups, please. Some of you could be getting married. I'm just saying, maybe you want to get married, because adjudication doesn't always have to be a bad thing. Could be, these two people are standing here. It could be two people who are getting divorced, two people who are getting married, but it also could be some sort of a legal situation here. It could be somebody here has persevered in a relationship and maybe you're taking it to the next level. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Maybe you're just getting open to relationships again for some of you. We do have the Three of Pentacles. And the Three of Pentacles is really about building something very slowly, a foundation, right? A foundation, getting to know somebody really well. The Devil energy is here, and then we have the Nine of Cups. So I want to say that you really are looking for someone who's going to be in alignment with you, or for the wish fulfillment, because I just want to say I feel like you've got, or have had maybe in the past, or maybe some of you do right now, have had codependent relationships or partnerships with people where they just had to be in your back pocket all the time. Like you just couldn't get away from them. Like it feels like you're looking more for, oh, this guy looks like a bit of a badass sitting here. It's like, yep, those are all my cups. I'm in alignment now. That's what it feels like here. I want to say the Three of Pentacles and the Devil energy, it's giving me like, that you've got codependency, or they're not real relationships. They're like people who are attached to you for what they can get from you, it feels like. So I feel like maybe you've persevered some of these relationships in the past, but you can do whatever you put your mind to. And it feels like what you're putting your mind to is the Nine of Cups, that you're looking for wish fulfillment now. You're looking for actual connection with the Two of Cups and wish fulfillment with the Nine of Cups. And if that should balance itself, if it should persist, we got persistence, right? Then I think that maybe you're looking forward to making it official with somebody. That's what it feels like here. It feels like it's a very big thought process. It feels like here you're coming out of this energy next week of, I don't really have to hide myself. I'm just going to be honest with people. And if people are going to bring me shady energy or stuff that doesn't seem like it, the moon energy, things aren't as they seem, then I'm just going to cut them and just say, no thanks. I'm just going to reject that. Unless they feel good to me, I'm just not going to be bothered. Tell me about justice here. Somebody's getting their justice in some sort of really big abundance here. Tell me about justice. Yep, that's what it is. And look at that. The King of Pentacles is here. Look, it could be a legal thing for some of you. Maybe you're getting a payout from some sort of legal thing that's going on in your life. But the King of Pentacles is somebody who does have all of the material wealth, somebody who's doing really well in their life, somebody who's very generous. Look, we can't ignore the fact that the King of Pentacles is the overgiver. And the King of Pentacles is also has the Midas touch, also is very wealthy, also is very abundant and very solid and sturdy and grounded. And I feel like the universe blesses the King of Pentacles because they're willing to throw all of their charity at the universe, and then the universe throws it back in abundance. So it feels like there is, you're getting justice in some sort of money or energy, or maybe your health is getting better, but it feels like it is abundance, whatever it is. And for some of you, it definitely could be a house. Boy, the Ace of Pentacles is here. And then we have the Five of Swords. It's something you've had to fight for. Nobody gave it to you, but that's pretty much every Leo that I know. Nobody gave it to you. You had to fight for it. I feel like for the first time in maybe forever, that something is about to turn in your favor. Something is about to be restored to you, whether it's finances or good health or stability or a house. Like, it feels like there's a really big blessing coming with the Ace of Pentacles. And it could be, like I said, financial, energetic, right? It's not always money when pentacles show up. It just indicates that it's happening in the 3D. So which means it's not in your mind and it's not in your dreams. It's actually happening here on the earth. So I feel like you are going to get some sort of justice with this King of Pentacles energy, which definitely could be money. I just want to talk about this imprisonment here for a second, because it feels like you were really stuck here. Yeah, it feels like this. We've got the Page of Swords. Oh, I like it. The Page of Swords and the Eight of Cups, and then we have the King of Wands. So I feel like you had some sort of a realization. It's like everything became clear to you all of a sudden, and you started making your own rules instead of following the rules of everybody else. I feel like what you did is that you learned a lesson here. You learned a lesson, you detached, and now I make the rules, King of Swords. Now I'm the one who rules the roost. I'm the one who is the master of the intellectual domain, right? Because you're highly intelligent as well. And then we have the Eight of Cups. So I really feel like there is a lesson, like you walked away from this with a lesson. And that is, you can't trust everybody. Not everybody is your friend. Tell me about this house, though. I'm kind of curious about this house. I feel like this is something that you've worked really hard for, though, because this toil and labor is about that. And the Five of Swords is about fighting for what you want, right? We've got the Three of Wands, we've got the Death card, and we've got the Empress. Wow. Wowzer. Wow, wow, wow. Look at that. So something is definitely taking a turn for you, Leo. Something very positive. Look, it could be money. It could be abundance with the Empress showing up. It could be that somebody is telling you that they're having a baby, and maybe it's a really great celebration. Maybe it's a grandchild. It doesn't have to be you that's pregnant, but maybe you are going to turn up pregnant. But in the future, there's so much abundance and creative, beautiful energy, lots of connection with the universe. It feels like there's so much that is changing here. The Death card is here. And so there's so much, you're in transition. I feel like because you made this really big decision and learned this lesson back here, I feel like it pushes everything forward, is what it feels like. So bravo to you. We have the Queen of Pentacles, we have the Nine of Pentacles, and we have the Seven of Wands. It's because you built some boundaries. You got your confidence from building your boundaries here. And now you're building yourself instead of bothering with building all the boundaries. I think you're building yourself because you become the Queen of Pentacles here. We do have, yeah, it was a decision you made. I love this. It was a decision you made to heal. Look at that. And that's just bravery on its own. It was a decision you made to heal. We've got the Star and the Judgment card here. So, yeah, it feels like there is, it took a lot of planning. It took a lot of hard work. And it's always hard work, right? The Nine of Pentacles is something you built by yourself. But I think that you learned all about boundaries. Look, if you don't got the boundaries, you need to get the boundaries in place, because if things are chaotic in your life and people are taking things that aren't theirs and, taking advantage of you, it's because you don't have boundaries. And I think that Leo has realized that the boundaries are super duper important in order to have this beautiful success and abundance that's coming up here. I'm going to leave that right there, Leo. This is a beautiful reading for you. I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back because I'm always back. You guys take care, and I'm out for now. Take care. Bye-bye.